What's up, everybody?
Welcome back to the channel, folks. I'm Dr. Vishal, and this is the first ever unboxing video on this channel of a very specific type of camera that I get to use as a surgeon on a daily basis. Okay, so most of the unboxing videos that I've seen so far on the internet, the ones which we usually see, are of consumer cameras from companies like Canon, Nikon, Sony, Fujifilm, Olympus. And these cameras are basically designed for everybody. So if you have fingers and you have eyes, then you are good to go. However, there are some other cameras which are made for very specific uses, like a laparoscopic camera setup that we are going to see today. So laparoscopic camera setup is basically a camera which has the capability, which is designed to be able to see inside human body, inside the abdomen, inside cavities of the human body. And this is the camera what surgeons use. God, it is hot today. Woo! So we finally have the camera. I guess this is the camera unit. We will open this very soon. Let me see what else is inside. The packaging is really nice. I'm impressed the amount of effort they have taken in packing this and sending it to me. This has come from Delhi and I am in Mumbai. So they have made sure that this delicate piece of equipment can withstand all of that pressure, all the damage that can happen because of traveling. So that is the camera. This is the camera processor. So when I was thinking of making this video, I was really wondering who will actually watch this, because the audience for this particular kind of camera is very narrow. It is only used by surgeons who do minimal invasive or keyhole surgery, or laparoscopic surgery as we call it. And so such surgeons don't generally go on YouTube and look for cameras, and neither are they advertised on YouTube per se. But I thought that if not for showing the kind of camera or doing a conventional unboxing and trying to sell a product, it would be really nice to show the kind of tech that goes into modern day surgeries and how far we have reached as far as using technology is concerned in treating our patients, to the extent that such high-tech things like cameras, endoscopes, laparoscopes have now become affordable for even beginner surgeons, even younger surgeons, and they can also buy one, and it has become so compact that you can pack it all up, put it in the back of a car, and start your freelancing surgery career with affordable laparoscopy equipment. If you've never heard of a freelancing surgeon, then let me explain that in a nutshell. So back in the day, when people used to ride horses, surgeons or doctors would travel from one town to the other on their horsebacks with all their instruments and medicines. So those doctors would go from town to town and set up their clinic, give treatment, and then move on to the next town. These days, the same practice is pretty much followed, and especially by younger, beginner, newer surgeons. So basically it is a modern way of doing primitive things. You pack up all your instruments in a car and then go from hospital to hospital, doing about your laparoscopic surgeries and giving treatments and so on and so forth. So just that the horse has been replaced with a car, and old iron instruments have now been replaced with computer chips, lenses, cameras, a lot of electronics. Wow, that's the warranty card. So this particular model in the hierarchy of all the laparoscopic cameras is one step above the most basic model, and the USB which you see over here is the evidence of the fact, because this has a built-in recorder, so I can put a USB drive and record my surgeries if I wish to, for referencing them later. Otherwise you have to buy an external recorder and do all sorts of manipulations to make it work. So this, what we see over here, is the video processor. These are some cables this must be the cable which attaches to the monitor. So this kind of cameras, they don't have a screen of their own, they have a monitor. And in a nutshell, if I have to explain you what is laparoscopic surgery, so laparoscopic surgery is a surgery where we use a camera, the surgeon uses a camera. For example, I am a general surgeon, I use the camera to see inside the abdomen. Like I said, these cameras can literally see inside your body, so I use the camera to see inside the abdomen, and what I see, what the camera captures is shown on a monitor. So we will do a second quick mini unboxing of a monitor which will go with this. I will bring that to the table very soon, but for now being, this is the processor, these are the cords, and this over here is the camera itself. So let us open that. The company that I've purchased it from is called ECS Medicams. It is a Delhi-based company, it's an Indian company, and it is not a very popular company. And this obviously is not a sponsored video. This is my personal camera. I have paid the full price for it. If you want to check out the details, it is also available on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. This, in the hierarchy of cameras, is not the most expensive one. It is not a very branded one. Perhaps that is why it is affordable. So this is the actual camera. This, can you see, is the actual camera. We will test this out very soon. So this camera attaches to the video processor, and from the video processor we have to attach the monitor, and on the monitor we can see the image which is formed. This is the company, just in case you would want to take note, otherwise you will find all the details in the description box. So who is this camera for? So this camera is, in my opinion, it is for beginner surgeons who are starting into laparoscopy, who are not sure about how much money should they spend. Even I am really skeptical about how the quality will turn out to be. However, I did see the sample videos and they were quite reasonably okay. I think basic general surgery, a lot of gynecological surgeries, urological surgeries, ENT surgeries could be done with the help of this camera. It could be a secondary camera for an established surgeon who also has one of the standard branded company laparoscopy sets like Olympus, Fujifilms. Interestingly, they don't just make consumer cameras, they also make endoscopy cameras. Karl Storz is by far the gold standard when it comes to laparoscopy cameras. Stryker is by far the most popular. It is like the Canon of laparoscopy cameras, the most popular brand when it comes to endoscopy laparoscopic cameras. If you are not somebody who's comfortable with buying refurbished stuff for professional use, however, they are excellent quality, but I thought if I can get a new camera and for the same or even lesser price, then why not, let me go for it. So the monitor that I plan to use with the laparoscopy camera is a standard consumer monitor. It is an LG QHD monitor, 27QN600 is the name. It's been bought off Amazon. You will find all the details in the description box there. I'll put down a link. If you're wondering how come I'm using a consumer grade monitor with a medical grade camera inside an operating theater, then this is one of the hacks that a lot of beginner surgeons use, especially when they are making their first freelancing laparoscopy setup, because things have to be affordable, rugged, should be able to move around, low maintenance. The quality of image over here really matters. If I cannot see even the smallest of structures, I will not be able to operate properly. The other alternative is medical grade monitors, but they are expensive, they are heavy, and they are not really designed to be moved around from place to place. However, these ones are designed to be taken, and it is a good hack to combine these two so that the cost can come down, the maintenance is easier, they are lightweight, can be moved around, and overall it becomes a more flexible, more usable setup. And it is working, yay! So the camera is working fine, as we can see, thankfully, because I was a bit stressed spending so much on an unknown company, and what if it just turns out to be trash. But the camera looks good, it is working as promised. the image looks fair enough to me. However, there is one last thing that I want to show you, which is the lens which goes on this particular camera, the lens that actually goes inside the body, the endoscope, so to say. So this is the lens that attaches at the end of the camera. This is the mount of the lens. As far as my knowledge goes, this mount is called C mount, and it is universal for all laparoscopic lenses. This is a 10mm lens. That is because the diameter of the lens is 10mm or 1 centimeter. And if you notice that at the edge of it, it is beveled. There is an angle, and this is a 30-degree angle, which makes it a 30-degree endoscope. So these are some fancy things which I guess you would not have known before this about lenses, that they can have a beveled edge, they can be so slim, and they can fit on an endoscope. And this is the exact thing with the help of which somebody can see, some doctor can see inside the human body. So this is how the lens attaches on the camera. So this is the camera, this is the lens. I have to turn this knob slightly, and now it is fixed. So this tube which you see over here is a very special tube. You have to put an optical cable inside it, which will provide the light for the lens. So I don't know the exact aperture value for this lens, but I'm guessing that the amount of light which reaches the sensor from such a small hole is very less naturally. Pun intended, human body is dark from the inside, so you have to provide a separate source of light. So a light source will go over here. We'll talk about that. I'll show you that in some other video, some other time. So as of now, we have attached the camera to the lens. The light source is missing, and let us see what the monitor can show us. So we can still see reasonably well in spite of not having a light source. That is because this is a bigger lens. This is a 1 centimeter diameter telescopic lens, endoscopic lens. Had there been a light source, things would have been much brighter. However, if it is a narrow lens, then the image would be even darker, and we would need a stronger light source. So as you can see, we can clearly see the picture now. So all these lenses are manual focus lenses. You have to zoom them in and out, or you have to set the focus manually. There is no autofocus, and in fact, autofocus is not even needed in such cases. So that is it from me today, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video, the little unboxing and peek into the world of science, medicine, tech, all put together. So smash the like button if that's what you're into. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what do you think, and very soon I will see you in yet another video.